Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm not scared. Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. Hey, God. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Welcome. We are here and we are back. I'm not Curious, your catboy assassin for Cyberpunk Future is also singer and is at your service. And yeah, we are here and we are back for some more PGR. So yeah, I'm super happy to be back, man. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well. But yeah, we're here. We're back with the new vtuber model. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're all doing well. But yeah, we're here. We back. And we're ready to go. We're ready to continue. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Because I certainly am. But yeah. Well, that said, let's dive in and continue the story. So, yeah. Well, that said, let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. But yeah, before that, let me do something real quick. 1 second. All right, here we are. Let's go. God damn it, really? Okay, okay. Alright, here we go. There we go. Okay, god damn it, really? Alright, just moving some stuff. Alright. Alright, there we go. I think that's better. But yeah, here we are. And here we go. We're here and we are back to continue the story of Shaper's Ripples. So yeah, I think without further ado, let's dive in with the first node that we have here for today, which is called the final interview. Let's go. After 7 full days of slumber, you struggle to sit up. The sutured wound on your abdomen appears nearly healed. Okay. Alright. Survey your surroundings. Observe Vonnegut. Okay. Vonnegut sits close to the bed like an attending physician, studying something on his outdated terminal while keeping watch of your every movement through his peripheral vision. Okay. Damn, alright. Upon closer inspection, you notice that beneath his coat, he's wearing something different from his usual attire. It looks more like casual homeware. Did you stitch up my wound? He did not answer. How did I end up at your place? Because of your severe injuries. Okay, damn. Oh wait. Let me quickly. I noticed that I'm covering a bit, so let me just quickly move myself down a little bit more. Hopefully that's better. Hopefully that's a bit better, yeah. I hope that's better. Hope I'm not covering any more text. But yeah. Maybe a bit more there. Alright, cool. I think that's better. Alright, yeah, that's better, I think. After leaving the hetero tower, people in the clean zone should have found me. There's no clean zone here. You and Lucia retrieved the hetero tower's core. Lee modifying the core and creating the clean zone happened in the previous layer. Naturally, this layer has no clean zone. Previous layer? Previous layer. He shows absolutely no intention of explaining further. Damn. Every possible exit is sealed off by a force field. Escape seems nearly impossible. Damn, alright. Lucia's still trapped in the fog, even if with the key you don't know how to use it. You must extract information from Vonnegut, then find a way to save Lucia and take her out of the hetero tower. Hey Fuzzy, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing well. How about you, Fuzzy? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. We're currently reading more of the story right now. We actually just started reading the story. And we're currently going to try to finish the story as well. So yeah, I'm super excited to continue, man. But yeah, how are you doing today, Fuzzy? Well, nice. But yeah, I'm happy that you're surviving. And yeah, sleep, I get that. But yeah, more story for real. We literally just started it and basically just picked up where we left off from last stream. Of us waking up in Vonnegut's home. Basically. And after the events of what happened with the core. That hetero tower. But yeah. He's basically telling us all about all that stuff. But yeah, right now. So yeah. But yeah, let's continue. Hey, yeah, hype for real, Fuzzy. Hype for real. Asking directly would make him suspicious. You decide to start with some casual conversation. What time is it now? It's the afternoon of May 10th, 1 month after you fell from the transport craft into the red tide. Don't act like you had nothing to do with this, so I've returned to the past after all. Are you expecting me to apologize for this? Damn. Or perhaps you're just looking for empty words of compensation. Damn. All I look for is killing you. Damn, that's cold. Is that so? I hope you've scheduled an appointment. There's quite a waiting list for that particular matter. His cold demeanor makes it clear this discussion is going nowhere. You should focus on gathering intelligence for now. Should you be in the hetero tower? At this point in time, I haven't entered the hetero tower yet. Damn, okay. But you remember what happened in the hetero tower. Transferring memories through the hetero tower and punishing viruses is one of my specialties. Okay, damn, alright. Okay, damn. Okay, okay. But yeah, okay. Okay, okay. Okay. Wow. Ooh. Ooh. Why did you save me? To ensure in the optimal condition for the next phase of the plan. What will happen to Lucia and me now that the clean zone doesn't exist? Hey, Fuzzy, yeah. Shocked for real. For real, Fuzzy. You'll likely still enter the hetero tower once you're ready. What about Lee? Vonnegut glances at his antiquated terminal, appearing to search through some records. You'll still enter the hetero tower, albeit with a focus on mending the rifts that have appeared alongside it. Mending the rifts that have appeared alongside it. Mending the rifts that have appeared alongside it. Alright, so the world is relatively safe for now. No crisis has erupted yet? Yeah. But once again, once Agent Zero returns, it becomes impossible to predict which moment in time will be affected. And the chaos contamination hasn't spread either? At the mention of this, Vonnegut's hand freezes for a brief moment. Oh? How did you learn about this? From Dominic? Grey Raven Commandant. Vonnegut repeats your title in a grave tone, though his head remains lowered and his expression unchanged. His grip on the pen tightens ever so slightly. Oh, hitting the nerve, huh? Hitting the nerve, eh? I suppose even you would consider the situation out of control. Should I tell him about what you glimpsed in your dreams? If I remain silent, this agent certainly won't reveal anything more to me either. In those long, agonizing dreams, he never once disclosed the chaos contamination to his subordinates, instead consistently portraying it as an unavoidable phenomenon caused by the sentient network and the punishing virus. Alright. I think what he already knows will merely expose your means of acquiring such information, hardly escalating the peril of your predicament, as you're already entrenched in the tiger's den. Then let me share a secret about myself. You adjust your position, letting your recently healed body rest against the pillow, and begin to recount the visions that unfold in your slumber. Okay. About Nemo and Professor Shroud, and the death row inmates merge into his mind. Every event that happened in the ocean's depths, alongside the events involving the core and Lee within the Hetero Tower, you shared it all with him. Damn, alright. It is only after you finish telling this long story that he finally raises his gaze from the antiquated terminal to meet your eyes. Then he thoughtfully lowers his head again to look at the records on the terminal. Alright. These symptoms of yours, they're remarkably similar to the effects of Agent Zero's authority. Okay, damn. If there aren't any necessary secrets beyond my, okay, beyond my grasp, then it means you eventually merged with Chaos and taken the place of Agent Zero. His voice is calm, even with an undercurrent of dejection. Since you already know so much, there's no point in hiding things anymore. If there's anything you want to know, go ahead and ask. Yet if the answer requires a detailed elaboration, you can only ask one question. I have matters to attend to later, and you must stay here until you fully recovered before departing. Damn, alright. 2. Damn. You're the one who needs my help right now. Even if you keep me locked here, I have ways of being uncooperative. True, true, true. History does prove that. Go ahead. First, explain to me what you mean by the previous lair. It refers to different future paths. For instance, in the previous lair, where the Hetero Tower's core was still intact, Lee would modify it after entering the tower. After the core was destroyed and taken away, Lee's actions within the tower would change, instead focusing on mending the rifts by paying an equivalent price. The diverging futures of this world are intrinsically linked to the Hetero Tower. Rather than using terms like world lines, I prefer to refer to them as different layers of the Hetero Tower. Even when events are altered through the Hetero Tower, the sacrifices and existences of the past don't disappear. They become the foundation leading to the next layer. The Hetero Tower grows ever taller because of this, until it brings about destruction, or until the moment of collapse. What will happen if it collapses? Yeah, the world of the highest layer will remain. Is it still possible to return to the previous layer? If both Agent Zero and the core still exist, yes. That's why we must stop Agent Zero from reclaiming the core, even if it means melting the core down. I understand. Now for my next question. What is exactly Dominic's current state? One who stands in the light should have more contact with you than I do. You don't know, but you gave me the hint about Dominic's invitation back then. You must know something at least. Damn, alright. Dominic's invitation? He searches through his vast repository of memories spanning countless moments, then briefly checks his terminal before finally understanding which specific item the person on the bed is referring to. Ah. Someone capable of leaving you that invitation must possess the ability to perceive beyond their own viewpoint. It is logical that they would leave a password that only you could remember. That's just my theory. Damn, alright. Alright. Is the current Dominic the same person as the one Nemo met? Most likely not. I suspect the real Dominic never escaped the fog. Through some means, Dominic has been continuously sending messages to the successor in this era. Okay. So you mean the current Dominic is more like Dominic's successor? Okay, this is confusing. Correct. I believe the previous Dominic gave you that invitation so you could become the new Dominic and contain the contaminating mimetic. I refused back then. Even as the new successor, there would be little you could do against those determined to break through the data walls to get their hands on Dominic's legacy. Okay. Besides, it would mean digitizing your brain, your consciousness, and you lack the required affinity for that, right? That's why I had them use cloning on you instead. It's an older yet more dependable technology. Alright, alright. You mentioned Dominic is in the fog. What exactly is the fog? It's a realm of temporal chaos created by the Hetero Tower and chaos contamination. To draw a comparison, it resembles the red tide in this world to some extent. Alright, the red tide. Or rather, the red tide is a lesser variant of the fog. It can corrupt time and also keep one alive in an incomplete state. He hesitates for a moment. Can you imagine a world stripped down to just 2 dimensions or yourself existing as a 2-dimensional being? Okay. So that's the fog? Has anyone ever made it back safely after being swallowed by the fog? It might be possible with the Hetero Tower's core. I have one more question. You've already asked 2. No matter what, you're going to sit down and answer me, bro. Vonnegut lets out a sigh. Go ahead. Damn. Ask Vonnegut a personal question. Ask about the contaminating mimetic and chaos contamination. Which one should I choose? As you probably noticed, the contaminating mimetic emerges alongside its 0-point energy. It prioritizes infiltrating a civilization's most advanced technology, adapting its form specifically to target that technology. Okay. In the future we came from, the contaminating mimetic chose that time traveler pod as its target and infected the time travelers. In this world, if the contaminating mimetic isn't contained within Gestalt, it will disrupt all forms of information transfer. Humanity would face a world where text, language, and even symbols themselves cease to exist. Well, damn, that ain't good. Oh boy, that ain't great. What exactly are the effects of the chaos contamination? Well, it appears similar to schizophrenia. It affects more than just humans. It creates what you might call a future convergence effect. Oh, so that's what it's like. Oh, it's almost like schizophrenia. Okay. Interesting. That's an interesting thing. Huh. It's interesting that he compared it to that. Huh. Okay. No matter what precautions are taken or changes are made, those who are infected will meet the same fate, either death or causing accidents that lead to more deaths and spread the contamination further. When you try to change the future inside the Hetero Tower, you're not only influenced by Agent Zero, but also by chaos contamination. This is why you found yourself trapped in those repetitive cycles of fertility and death. Was it because Agent Zero returned? Yes, but since this is still the world of the punishing virus, Chaos Contamination 1 won't spread beyond the confines of the Hetero Tower. Okay. Okay. But you're still using the Hetero Tower to alter time. Damn, alright. I'm guessing... Oh yeah, Fuzzy. I'm guessing Celestial's still asleep or something. Or still busy or something. By the way. I'm guessing Celestial's still busy, yeah? She's still asleep, huh? Damn. Damn, it's like... It's already noon, damn. It's already past noon, Jesus. Fuzzy. But you're still using the Hetero Tower to alter time. I have force fields. It shields me from the effects of the chaos contamination, much like the Omega weapon's purifying influence on the punishing virus. Let me use it too. When you become Agent Zero, I'll make sure you have it. Why does the contaminating mimetic specifically target 0-point energy? Damn. He lets out another sigh, seemingly giving up on arguing about how many questions this makes. Well, the gateway in the Hetero Tower serves as a shortcut to another gate. Another gate? That lady once told me about another gate, behind which exists a civilization without life. Damn. It's recycling what it deems valuable, civilizations that have mastered 0-point energy, and testing them. Those civilizations whose development is deemed unbalanced or incorrect have their data harvested and brought back through the gate, where they're left to evolve on their own. Incorrect civilizations? The criterion is whether they can survive the contaminating mimetic's assault. If humanity can learn to control the punishing virus as they do fire, it will become both a gift and a tool. To fail the test, you recklessly use lies 0-point energy is, in the eyes of the gate, incorrect. Damn. Ooh. Ooh. Well, damn. Ooh. Wow. Wow. Ooh. Damn, alright. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, hold up. Oh, wow, wow. Ooh. Wow. But yeah. Why would the gate do this? To preserve the data seeds of civilization, the gate seeks to carry these seeds through the catastrophe of the heat death, allowing them to be reborn when the universe starts anew. Damn, we're really talking about the origins of the universe now, huh? He forces out a sarcastic laugh. If you've never found me kind, then don't expect any kindness from the civilization either. Damn. No matter the reason, once you set your sights on something too distant and grand, everything in the present becomes expendable. That's how you see me and humanity. We're just sacrificial pawns to you, aren't we? He remains non-committal. Regardless, I will ensure Agent Zero's authority remains under human control, allowing the sacrifice to be reborn through the Red Tide's aid. She'll contain the Red Tide within the ocean, carving out a habitable zone for what remains of humanity. Is this your vision of an ideal world? Yeah, good story so far for real, Fuzzy. To have humanity live forever in fear, suppressed by both the Red Tide and Agent Zero. To live at the mercy of her self-control and kindness, unable to explore any further. To let all those who sacrifice their lives undergo a twisted rebirth within the Red Tide. Feel free to disagree, but there are no better options left. I will soon take you to the sea, where you'll replace the incomplete chaos and solve the problem at its very source. Dominic has failed to find a successor, and Babylonia's technology isn't advanced enough to defend itself against Agent Zero. For both you and humanity, I'm the only choice left. An ironic solution indeed, but no matter how much hatred you harbor, the only path forward is... Damn, slap him? Jesus. God damn. God damn. Damn, we're really doing that. Jesus. Wow. For real, Fuzzy. Oh, so that's what his face looks like without the mask. Okay. Oh, so that's where... Oh, so that's what his scar looks like. Damn, okay. That's what his face looks like now without the mask. Okay, damn. Wow. Agreed, Fuzzy. Agreed. Agreed. It does look cool, for real. Vonnegut never expected this from you, a disarmed human, accompanied by the sharp echo of the slap. That perfectly fitted mask drops onto his lap. Beneath the mask, the face is marred with cracks, as if its bearer has long forsaken the effort to mend these wounds. An agent like you can't even heal the wounds on your own face? Wounds, they're caused by the instability of my mind. Even if I heal them, they'll just fester again. No point in wasting effort. Does mind instability really manifest on one's face? This happens when you forget your original face. Damn. Is it because of the voices mixed in your mind or the memory chaos brought by the repeatedly experiencing time rewinds? Is that all you want to ask? Damn. Damn. He picks up his mask and locks it back onto his face. Since you chose to hit me here, this must be more than just an emotional outburst. Oh, slap him again. Yeah, slap him again. The slap lands squarely on his face, but unlike last time, his mask doesn't budge an inch. Instead, the impact sends a jolt of pain through your hand. Damn. Tell me what you want. Care to take a gamble? Take me back to the Hetero Tower. He listens in silence, as if he's been waiting for these exact words all along. Damn. The Hetero Tower's core is with Lucia. Leaving her in the fog isn't what you want. It will only let the same tragedy repeat itself. I want you to help me rescue Lucia. Do you realize what this means? It will also let Agent Zero out, right? Yep. I know you have another opinion, you just don't want to use it. Are you referring to giving the core to Chaos, allowing her to temporarily take over Agent Zero's authority? Damn. Nod. When did you learn about this option? I don't want to tell you. Such an option indeed exists, but it would make Chaos end up like Cradle, gradually losing control over herself and becoming nothing more than a vessel for Agent Zero. Damn, alright. It means a chance to deliver the Hetero Tower's core to the Science Council. I want to finish what Dominic couldn't back then. Damn. Concern flickers across Vonnegut's face, yet he stays silent, intent on listening. I understand you're determined to make me merge with Chaos, and Lucia will still not allow it. The gamble will come after Chaos becomes Agent Zero. Is this how you want to choose who gets to decide your fate? You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. Even if I fully yield to you at this moment, head to the underwater cradle slaughterhouse and allow Cathilla to shape me into a proper key. The issue with the Hetero Tower's core would still remain unresolved, even if I were to become Agent Zero. Unless Lucia is brought back, it won't help you with anything. However, if you do save Lucia, she will start another endless cycle of time rewinds and battles, fighting relentlessly to get you back. Indeed. So your plan is to have me currently inside the Hetero Tower pull both Lucia and the Tower's core out of the fog. Damn. Then hand the core to Chaos. Kill Cradle when she catches up and let Chaos take over Agent Zero's authority, even if it won't last long. If you win, I'll convince Lucia to leave with the core on her own, and I'll merge with Chaos. He falls into contemplation for a moment. For a moment, huh? Wow. Moment. There's a major variable in your plan. What? Even if you win all your gambles, a battle with Agent Zero will certainly cause the Hetero Tower to collapse again. The time you and Lucia arrive after leaving the tower will become even more uncertain, and even the anchor point she left on May 3rd will be erased. What if you end up in a desolate time or world, and the Hetero Tower's ongoing collapse makes it impossible for you to return? Damn, that's tough, man. There's another thing. The eye inside the Hetero Tower, after enduring prolonged torture, must have depleted all reserves of composure. If I'm not completely broken down by then, that means I'll act on the more volatile side. It's bound to be an unsavory battle. But right now, you still have the power to change time and receive information from the future. Why not take the gamble here and now, instead of dealing with me being completely uncooperative? He's true, he got you there. After a long silent contemplation, Vonnegut speaks in a tone unlike his own. Sure. You're agreeing to this? Yes. I've also been wondering what it would be like if Dominic's original plan had succeeded. Even if it fails, let's consider it a necessary setback. Nemo. But you must understand this. If Chaos fails to hold on, and you remain unable to find a way out, even Time Rewind will have repercussions. Damn. At that point, you absolutely cannot evade sacrifice any longer. Otherwise, this world will spiral into the same predicament and march toward inevitable destruction again. Okay, damn. Alright, when it really comes down to it, I will not evade sacrifice, I promise. I'll stake my life on this. Your life? A sneer forces its way through his weary voice. Back then, everyone who entrusted their lives to me thought the same way. You all just wanted to trade your lives away like currency, making a graceful escape from this suffering. Damn. His sneer trembles with lingering resentment. But the sacrifice I speak of is to forever live on, with time as your only companion, witnessing everyone's departure, yet remembered by no one. By none. Damn. If after all the struggles, that is still the only possible ending, I will accept whatever cards fate deals me. Okay, damn. Well, damn, okay. Damn. Well, that was certainly a conversation and a half. That was certainly a conversation and a half, for real. Damn. Hey, thank you for the channel points redeemed, Fuzzy. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the channel points redeemed. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Wow, man. Just wow. Yeah, God, for real. For real, Fuzzy. Gotta drink up for real. Gotta drink up. Thank you, Fuzzy. Thank you. Alright, hydrating is done. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's continue the story. Let's go. The bridge across dreams. Let's do it. Oh, we're back here, huh? 3 more days pass, and at last your body is fully recovered. Under Vonnegut's watchful gaze, you step into the Crimson Hetero Tower once more. Alright. Alone, dodging hetero creatures and red tide within the Hetero Tower, you finally return to the starting point after a long, grueling journey. Before you stands that same silhouette marred with wounds. Alright, you're back. How's Chaos doing? I've managed to repair much of her damage. Just as the outside Vonnegut said, the Vonnegut here will surely repair Chaos. Soft footsteps approach. Looking down, you see the doll's face, still wearing that unchanging expression. Chaos. Are you alright? She nods gently. Aw. You bend down to meet her gaze. For the first time, those once vacant eyes now show a glimmer of emotion. Why did you come back? Are you still going to do this? Have you still made the same choice? Chaos's gaze slowly drops downward, eventually moving back upon you. Damn, alright. I can hold on a bit longer. There's no rush to decide now. Agent Zero hasn't come back yet. No, I haven't given up. I came back because I have a new plan. A new plan. Even while fending off the spikes, Vonnegut keenly catches your whispered words. What are you planning? Share the plan with them. A gamble, ha. His voice brims with impatience, for enduring prolonged torment leaves no soul untouched. Damn. Very well, I'll take the gamble. The Hetero Tower's core remaining in the fog is indeed a risk. But regardless of the outcome, I will leave and stop standing guard before this rift. But if you lose... Chaos's gate is lowered. Whether from weariness or a reluctance to meet your eye, you cannot tell. At least I fought with everything I have. Damn. Hey, let's go. Giga Chad moment for real. Besides, victory or defeat won't be determined until our battle reaches its end. Chaos raises her gaze momentarily, yet as if a sudden recollection strikes, her already dim pupils retreat back into a hollow abyss. Yeah. Are you sure about this? You don't trust me? That's not it. So you defeat Vonnegut and I gain Ancient Zero's authority, then what? The problem remains unsolved. The mission bound to that authority will corrupt me in return, and I'll lose myself just like Cradle did. Even if I can suppress it now, one day eventually... Before that day comes, I'll return with a solution. We have the core, and it's all this intelligence to work with. Asimov, other construct squads in Babylonia. All I need to do now is bring the core back and buy time for everyone. Just as Chaos is about to speak again, a cold warning suddenly cuts through the air, emanating from the figure nearby. Oh, damn. Now that the decision has been made, there should be a sense of urgency. Agent Zero might return at any given moment. Using the bridge access across the dreams won't just help us find Lucia, but also let Cradle track us down. Keep dawdling like this, and your absurd plan will be dead in the water before you can even test it. The you outside the header tower have already said the same thing. Let's get started then. Beneath his urgent pressing rests an unvoiced truth. One that eludes the listener's notice entirely. The rift before him trembles ever so faintly as countless indistinct whispers echo through the space like murmurs from a haunting nightmare. Damn, alright. In this gray, hazy realm, a faint buzzing sound persists, the last remaining proof that Lucia is still alive. She no longer cares to count the years she has endured, her body and memories now worn ragged and by the ceaseless erosion of time. Running has lost all meaning, no matter how far she pushes forward. The scenery around her remains forever unchanged. A faint glimmer of hope lies eternally out of reach. Perhaps it was nothing but a false lure from the beginning. Your futile running slowly comes to a halt, and Lucia collapses to the ground. Oh, damn. Her eyes nearly melted with the fog, so locked on the churning cube clasped in her hand. Shing. Silently, her fingers tighten, pressing against the key that holds the core within. Hold within. The buzzing cuts off abruptly, and with it, the last trace of discord in this deathly silence vanishes. Within this eternity, she finally accepts the new feature she has long since forsaken. I'm sorry. Her voice dissipates into the fog, leaving only the silent movement of her lips. I've hidden too many things, about both the choice and the price of using the key. She speaks these words to herself in silence. At least let me keep our final promise and see you one last time. As she speaks to herself, the port at the back of her neck opens, exposing the circuits that connect to her frame's core. Damn. I miss you so much. I really want to return to you and everyone. The key emits another solitary buzz as Lucia, with unwavering determination, guides it towards the port. No matter what, I will keep my promise to return this core to you. Bowing her head, she places her hand over her chest, fingers delicately tracing the Grey Raven emblem, a silent oath to her companions. You will all survive this, I promise. A luminous glow envelops her form as the power of the key surges through every part of the pyroath flame. The perpetually quiet fog at the last breaks in its silence. Lucia raises her head, clenching her fist and pressing it firmly against the emblem, as if sharing a long-distance fist bump with her fellow Grey Ravens, whom she hasn't seen for so long. And this price, I alone will pay it. Damn. Okay. No thank you. As if responding to her resolve, a rift silently emerges amidst the surging fog. Okay, gameplay time. Let's go. Alright. Hey, Ambu Super. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Ambu Super. Welcome. Welcome to stream. Welcome to chat. How you doing today, Ambu?
这就是物欲的出口。不，它的性质和一巨塔很像，也具有相同的功能，只不过比起一巨塔，更像是一座桥。
God damn it, really? Gotta enable the controller mode again. Thank you. There we go. I'm not sure. Ambu Super, maybe? I haven't heard anything about it getting buffed, but yeah. About Fire Warzone getting buffed. No, Ambu.
我们的安全区，我们能留给你的东西，我们的遗书。
尼莫，离开这个世界吧。
But it's impressive that you got 6 million, Ambu.
代想者的方法。
Oh damn, really? Oh shit, yo, what? Okay. Okay, yeah, that jumping was jank a bit, I won't lie.
去救救那个还没有被破坏的世界，去救救那些还想活下去的人。
忘了我们，不要想着来救我们，别把回溯时间的机会用在我们身上。
God damn it, really? Bro, come on. Man, jumping in this game is jank as fuck, I won't lie. Bro, what? I got there! Come on, man. I got on that platform. What do you mean I glitched through, bro? What the hell? There you go. We for real, Fuzzy.
他们定下的规则还在守护这里。抱歉，但我必须通过。Gather Sunblade.
We for real, Fuzzy.
Raven's Light. Severed Knight.
Hey, let's go.
Let the lotus bloom. 缠斗下去没有意义，先离开这里。
Oh shit! Oh, now we just jump. Nice. Okay, damn. All right. Okay. Quick time events. All right. Okay.
这座桥简直就像是那些遗骸构成的一样。
多米尼克已经离开了，他有他的准备。不愧是我们的英雄。
继续前进吧，一墨。想赎罪，就去完成你父亲最后的心愿吧。那也是我们共同的心愿呐。
我只能留在这里了，出口就在下方。
哦，achievement，耶！
这座桥正在排斥我，尽快通过这里。
God damn it. Shit, come on, come on. I gotta spam, come on. Really? Come on. Come on, man. Just spam, you gotta spam. There we go. There we go. Hey, let's go. Oh, damn. Damn, that was a bit, but yeah. Damn, alright. Yeah, for real, Fuzzy, for real. But yeah, let's keep going. Homecoming butterfly, let's go. Tremors shudder through the air as Vonnegut lowers his hands, maintaining the force field, allowing the rift to stir before everyone. Alright. Just let me quickly get a sip of water, actually, before we continue. There we go. Your heartbeat quickens as you instinctively move a step ahead. As you step forward, a figure trembles out from within, taking several unsteady steps before regaining her balance. Alright. Those familiar eyes appeared veiled by gray gaze. Her gaze drifting aimlessly until finally settling upon you. Honest man, I really enjoy all of that. Come, Lucia! Ignoring the ache in your heart, you dash forward without hesitation. You firmly support the fainting and faltering Lucia with both hands. While her flame shows barely any external damages, just as relief begins to set in, an inexplicable unease suddenly wells up within you. Oh damn, that ain't good. The unease stems from Lucia's silence and the uncertain state of her mind. In this instant, her eyes lock onto your face as the haze veiling her gaze gradually fades away. As if beholding a bright light, she stares in a daze, her lips trembling, now her bright eyes reflecting the hope she holds dear. Lucia. Before you can call out again, you sense a sudden weight in your arms as Lucia envelops you in a tight embrace. Aww. Conscious inside the prolonged solitude and countless unspoken words, she embraces this long-lost warmth, clutching tightly onto the one whom her heart belongs. All the suppressed grief and confusion vanishes like mist. This moment of reunion strips away her shell of numbness, and beneath her touch, Lucia trembles ever so slightly. Damn. Gently pat Lucia on the back. I'm alright. Next to you and Lee, the situation at the head of her tower hasn't spread any further. She remains silent, simply tightening her embrace. Her soft murmur of acknowledgement is barely audible, a mere whisper in the air. Lucia? Commandant. The voice emerges muffled but steadier now. Lucia scrutinizes the person before her, as if absorbing every familiar detail she once knew all too well. Lucia. Yes, Commandant? Her voice grows steadier with each word. As her unease melts away, Lucia lifts her head once more. She loosens her embrace and steps back, her gaze traveling from head to toe before meeting your eyes again. Lucia. Not this. Aw. Welcome back. She breaks into a smile and responds with another fleeting embrace, so brief that you only catch the sound of her voice echoing softly by your ear. Glad to be back. Aw. Lucia steps back, ending the embrace. After meticulously checking your whole body, she unclenches her fists and gives a wry smile. Watching Lucia recover, her pyro flame appears pristine on the surface. There's no denying it has been under considerable strain. The lawyer unease creeps back into you. However, Lucia instantly senses your concern and takes the initiative to report her condition. Well, damn, alright. My frame is functioning normally. As for my mind, there are no deviation warnings detected. With those words, she initiates a mind connection with you. Aww. All readings are normal, and her mind displays no sign of deviation. It's just as Lucia said, while under considerable strain, her frame shows no serious issues. But why? Over 30 years of combat, plus life or death escape from the fog, and she shows no serious issues at all? Damn. Wow. An ominous feeling creeps in, as if everything before you is but a fragile dream, ready to shatter at any moment. Your fingertips grow cold, the chill of anxiety creeping in, but then Lucia's hand finds yours, pushing back the cold with her warmth. I'll be fine, Commandant. Her voice is soft as if hiding something, but before you can grasp this fleeting moment of doubt, your thoughts are interrupted by movement nearby. She's coming back too. Chaos approaches silently. Though she maintains a relatively safe distance, Lucia's hand drifts instinctively to the hilt of her pyro katana. Lucia, wait. We need to help Chaos. Lucia glances back at the rift, gesturing that there's an equally dangerous threat inside. Let's kill Cradle first. Then her gaze turns back to Chaos, suspicion and vigilance still lingering in her eyes. Damn. We can give her the core. After a moment of silence, Lucia nods, fixing a piercing gaze upon Vonnegut. Yeah. This is a gamble. If he disagrees, a fight between us is inevitable. Well, this plan is our best bet for now. Got it. With the plan laid clear and intelligence complete, even though it's a gamble, Lucia no longer hesitates. She reaches into her frame and pulls out the key, extending it toward Chaos, right at that moment. Oh, damn. Clank. Hey, thank you for the channel points redeemed for the stretch. Yeah, thank you. Stretching now. There we go. Crush shattering and a deep howl echo simultaneously. Watch out! Play. Cold glint slices through the air as razor-sharp blades forged from the red tide clatter to the ground. Well, we finally meet again. You guys certainly weren't easy to find. Ah, Cradle. Isn't it about time you gave up? These futile struggles only make your life read like a tedious, wearisome novel. Come in and stay back. We're still continuing like this? Before Cradle can finish speaking, she swiftly dodges to the side. An invincible impact grazes past her ear, taking it with a few strands of her long hair. Hey. And here I thought you kept watching from the sidelines. She glances at Vonnegut's body as it continues to heal. Must have been quite painful for you these days, and yet you still help them. Don't tell me you're working together now. Kratos' frown turns to a sudden realization, and the red tide around her begins to roil in response. With that, her smile fades and her eyes narrow. Excellent. This way, we might just write ourselves a nice clean ending. Despite the reef resilience, when faced with the relentless tides, it'll eventually yield. Oh, that ain't good. Sound good. With her declaration, the towering red tide comes crashing down with thunderous force. Oh, damn. Alright. Okay,
若你需要，我会帮忙。
Oh, yo, we get Vonnegut help assistance? Okay. Okay, let's go.
至少现在，我们有共同的敌人。
又想踩着同伴的遗骨去下一站，一幕。Whose turn is it this time?
Beyond the mist.
Hey, let's go.
注意后方。
Gather Sunblade. Yeah.
卡罗斯，
Hey, let's go.
Gather Sunblade. Yeah.
Whose turn is it this time?
Boom.
注意
Let me touch your past.
Yeah.
别走神。
Raven's Light. Severed Night. Rise and fly high.
Boom.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it this time?
好，卡罗斯，
Let's blossom together.
Gather Sunblade.
Come on.
你们没有准备好，
别走神。
Gather.
早已习惯这样的痛苦和困境了。
Let the lotus bloom.
Boom.
失败的
Got him.
可怜。
Oh, okay. Oh, there's an achievement. I'm guessing, oh, I'm guessing that's for, not using their assistance. Okay. Damn, alright. Yeah, for real. All the health just gone for real. So, fuzzy. But yeah, that said, let's continue. Let me just quickly grab a sip of water again. Here we go. There we go. All right. Victim of suicide epidemic. All right. Let's go. Another boss fight it looks like as well. The petite figure slams violently against the tower wall, his fine lines spread out like a spider's web, accompanied by the faint sound of fracturing. Lucia! A guttural moan escapes her throat as Cradle's composed demeanor crumbles, her eyes ablaze with hatred as Lucia charges toward her. She raises her hand to summon the red tide, but another force immediately intervenes, striking it down. Hey! Swoosh. With the red tide out of the way, Lucia's blade cleanly cuts through Cradle, the tremendous force sending her barely maintained form crashing down. You worthless rotten wood! Why can't you just obey my orders? Muttering incoherently, Cradle rises back to her feet, standing amidst the splashing red tide around her. Don't let her catch her breath! With a nearly imperceptible nod, Lucia raises her blade and charges at her target again, while Chaos simultaneously unleashes all her power. Ha. Instead of retreating, Cradle charges forward to meet them head-on, attempting another clash, but in that instant, several force fields flicker into existence, intersecting to form a barrier that locks Cradle in place. Timing is so impeccable that Cradle has no chance to alter her course or even attempt an escape. Vaughn. The blade drives through, its cold edge slicing clean and final. Cradle's unfinished cry dies in her throat as her life force flickers and fades, just like a candle snuffed out in a single breath. Damn, alright. Cradle lifts her head, her face contorted with agony. Seeing this, Lucia exerts more force, driving her blade another inch deeper without hesitation. Oh, damn. This is the ending you deserve. Disregarding Lucia's movements, Cradle keeps her head held high, her stare penetrating both Lucia and the hetero tower. While her pupils gradually lose their sharpness, the spark of obsession still burns within them. Ending? In her haze, long-buried memories flood her vision like a relentless stream. Why? On that day, she wandered through a desolate land, harboring the same confusion in her heart. The ground covered in dust and sand was dotted with weathered gravestones. The human whom she calls the Curse Queller has made their final choice. Why give up the moment right before getting anything? In the end, I still couldn't understand anything. Whose memories are these? The original Cradles? Why all this now of all times? Ha, who cares? Coming back to her senses, she looks at Lucia's grave expression and suddenly breaks into a smile. With her contorted features, the smile appears both serene and maniacal. Damn. The ending I deserve. Say, Lucia, did you know? Humans have many times tested the rules when writing stories, and one of them is a major character's exit should never be mundane. Oh? Watch out! Happening even faster than your cry of caution, Cradle's body begins its transformation. Boom. The words cut off abruptly, followed by a deafening roar as Kratos' small frame erupts with terrifying force. Commandant! Caught in the explosion epicenter, Lucia is sent flying backward by the blast. She crashes through cascading debris before her leg thrusters activate just in time to stabilize her in midair. The Hetero Tower refuses to cease its tremors, exactly as the Vonnegut outside warned. Like burning fuses, cracks spread rapidly across every surface, heralding an inevitable collapse. Amidst the relentless turmoil, Chaos leaps into the red tide with the core in her arms, the body already beginning to dissolve. Damn. Chaos! Come to a stop at the shore where she vanished, with Lucia landing beside you. Together, you both look out at the red tide as countless crimson butterflies commanded by Kratos glide into its depths like fish returning home. Meanwhile, Vonnegut already stands ready at the edge of the red tide, channeling all its power to help maintain Chaos' form. The tower's persistent tremors pound like war drums, causing the red tide beneath the agent to churn violently. 1 minute, 2 minutes, every second of waiting feels unbearable as the collapse continues. Damn. Just as hope teeters on the edge of despair, a magnificent crimson rains down from above. A strange pair of hands reaches out, grasping Vonnegut, and then... wings rise from the red tide, bearing countless eyes, lifting aloft to shattered consciousness. Oh damn, okay. What's this? Wait, this is... Chaos. She offers no response, her success proclaimed through this eternal silence. Her form grows to match Kratos' size, red tears eternally streaming down her pale cheek as none can fathom the agony and torment she endures. The step is completed. Vonnegut turns to face the two behind him. Damn. Before he can make a move, Lucia's eyes flash with a sudden realization. In one fluid motion, she draws her blade and points it at the agent's figure. Oh damn. No need for such alarm. I haven't stooped so low as to prey on the vulnerable. Vulnerable, alright. I suppose that courtesy only extends to the commandant, whom you still find useful. Unwilling to pursue this futile argument further, Vonnegut's gaze moves past Lucia to focus on you. Merging with Chaos is your best option now. The explosion triggered by Agent Zero has left the Hetero Tower on the brink of collapse. This is her revenge. I believe you understand what the consequences will be. Despite the tremendous cost of one ever gamble along this path so far, we have other options. Humanity still has a chance to turn the tide. After a moment of silence, Vonnegut shakes his head with evident weariness. So in the end, force is still what it takes to reach an agreement. Oh damn. You think that the ceaseless cycles of struggle have clouded my judgment? And from where I stand, it appears that you too are blinded by your past triumphs, oblivious to the true crisis at hand. Vonnegut grips Chaos' shoulder as a golden light blooms from his palm, enveloping the core level of the Hetero Tower. Oh damn. Let the survivor be the judge of right and wrong. The tremors temporarily halt under Agent Zero's command, while a magnificent mirage created by the force field emerges around you. Our battle need not leave more scars upon the Hetero Tower. Beneath this calm tone, an overwhelming surge of power comes crashing forth. Oh damn, alright. Alright, gameplay time, boss fight time! Alright then. Oh, come on, man, really?
light. Severed night.
哦，
Rise and fly
Boom.
high. Yeah.
只有誓言，什么也改变不了。
Raven's light. Severed night. Let the lotus bloom. Let beyond the mist
Boom.
and the
Got him.
abyss.
徒劳。
God damn it, really?
Gather sunblaze. Raven's light. Severed night. Let
还能想到新的解决方法。
Bro, what?
Yeah.
梦中人如何回避梦呢？
Got him, nice.
Gather sunblaze. Raven's light. Severed night. Let the lotus bloom.
徒劳。
Okay. Phase change, alright.
"失败了无数次之后，我做出了这个计划。它确实会造成牺牲，可若不是如此，后果只会更加惨烈。
绝不允许你把计划建立在我们的牺牲之上。
Come on, come on.
我们的目的本该相同，
即使我们的敌人相同，要到达的未来也不一样。
Bro, the fuck?
比起一定会成功的计划，
无论要承受多少代价，都会坚守誓言。
Yo, animation? Okay, shit, yo, what? Okay. Oh shit, yo. Time traveling through time? Okay, through the events of this past story, okay.
该做个了结了。
Yo, damn, alright.
Gather sunblaze.
Damn, alright.
它是无人的根源，它必须被消除。还能重来，还有一句它，我们还能再重来。
Yo, Perry, what the hell?
寻找新的未来。
Gather
Boom.
abyss! Ha! Gather Sunblade! Ha-tcha! Let the lotus bloom! Beyond the mist and the abyss!
Nuke 'em.
Ha!
没事，我还能坚
God
持。
damn it.
Gather Sunblade! Ha! Raven's Light! Severed Night! Let the lotus bloom!
那些失败已被焚毁，不要重蹈覆辙。
Oh, bro, what the in God's name?
风暴
What
尚
the
未实现
hell?，
Gather Sunblade! Ha-tcha! Raven's Light! Severed Night!
没
Bruh.
事，我还能坚持。
Gather Sunblade! Let the lotus bloom! Beyond the mist
It's almost done. It was almost done. Come on, come on, come on.
Ha! Gather Sunblade! Ha! Yeah!
Hey, got him. Oh shit, oh what? Oh damn, alright. Only one achievement though. Damn, alright. Yeah. Well, damn. That achievement isn't exactly a encouraging one. But yeah. I'll be back in a sec. I just need to do something real quick. So, before we continue, I'll be back in a second. I just gotta do something real quick. I'll be back. Alright, I think we're back. We're back. We back. We are back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Yay! We're back. We're back. We're back. Yay! But yeah. Man, this story's been going great so far, man. I love it. But yeah. Looks like Vonnegut is on the end of his rope now, huh? But yeah, we're here. We're back. But yeah, I think with that said, let's keep going. Shaper's Ripples. Hey! Chapter title drop. Yeah. But yeah. The agent's hands gradually lowers to his sides. Though he can no longer fight, the spikes pursue him relentlessly, as if chasing down a sworn enemy who has thwarted them for years, determined to fight to the bitter end. Okay. His form, scarcely resembling a human now, wrestles against the spikes piercing through him as he strains to produce fragmented words. I must warn you again, merging with chaos is the only stable solution. I guess you still won't listen. If you insist on this path, if you truly believe that you are right, then go. Leave the Hetero Tower. The rifts and collapse within the Hetero Tower, Chaos and I will handle them. Take the core with you. Oh damn, alright, alright. Chaos will do her best to keep the exit open. Vonnegut falls silent for several seconds in the collapsing Hetero Tower, as if he can barely muster the strength for his final words. But remember, the Hetero Tower's collapse has become far too severe. Chaos and I will seal off the entire tower, no matter what. Unless you return with results, I will never let you enter again. Damn. I'll find a way to solve the Hetero Tower's crisis, I promise. I promise. Don't worry. I promise. When that time comes, I will release you from your burden. He forces out a nearly mocking sneer, devoid of any hope, as if saying that he will be dead long before that moment. Farewell, the next time we meet, we will likely be true enemies. Oh, Chaos, damn. Alright. I will return before that happens. She hands over the key containing the Hetero Tower's core, then walks back to Vonnegut's side, waving goodbye. Go now, while the collapse hasn't sealed off all paths. Lucia, let's go. Yep. Chaos watches as the two take each other's hands and dash towards the treacherous shortcut. Alright. Only after the two silhouettes racing toward Hope vanish into the distance does she lower her head, turn to face the dying agent beside her. If you'd taken Lucia out of the Hetero Tower before starting the fight, you would have won without even raising your blade. Why didn't you do it? Leaving the Hetero Tower unguarded would only make things more dangerous. Is that all? Perhaps I'm just tired. I hope those two can prove themselves right, so I can finally be freed from this endless cycle. You won't find freedom. I need you to help me stay conscious a while longer. With a high concentration of punishing virus, Chaos hovers before Vonnegut, spreading her arms to signal her next move. Damn. Okay, okay. I trust that when you choose to have the fight inside the Hetero Tower, you are ready to become a hetero creature. Yes, of course. A broken sardonic laugh escapes from Vonnegut's lips. Since I've been left behind. Let's go to hell together. Damn. Haven't we been in hell all along? Wow, what a statement. With her undying hatred in her heart, she embraces the agent's battered body. She bestows upon him a prolonged death sentence in her and her own broken existence. Damn. Alright. The Hetero Tower teeters on the brink of collapse, violently shaking as countless walls crumble in succession, as if years of suffering are finally being obliterated along with it. Damn. Every obstacle ahead crumbles to dust, and after the endless torment, a path toward hope unexpectedly lies clear and unobstructed. Going home, returning to everything once familiar, back to the peaceful life you used to have. Lucia's footsteps match yours with uncanny harmony, the sound of your steps on the ground resonating like two hearts beating as one. Aw. Sprinting alongside her on this long path, as if death had never befallen you, you once moved near the exit of the Hetero Tower. We made it! At last, your never-ending odyssey reaches its conclusion, with lights shining ahead. The enemies are subdued, and your injuries are minimal, nearly unscathed, much like when you first arrived. Alright. All you need is securely tucked away in your tactical pocket, the core of the Hetero Tower, the amassed intel, and every resource to aid you in your onward journey. And here beside you stands Lucia, holding your hand so tightly, as she intends never to let go for the rest of her life. Aw. In this very moment, the never-ending night finally gives way to dawn. Wow. What poetry. Lucia, we're home. Yeah, let's go, Commandant. Behind you, countless hardships crumble into nothing. And ahead of you lies everything. The eerie impression of the Hetero Tower fades away from your being. Maybe now, having finally escaped, you can at least lower your guard, and with it, the rush of exhaustion hits you. It's finally over. The long-forgotten wind feels oddly foreign now, but the familiar warmth beside you remains unchanged. You turn around to call out Lucia's name, eager to express your joy, just like you would always do after every mission before. But the name dies on your lips. Oh? Xia? Oh, shit, yo, what? The hand holding yours suddenly loosens its grip. Like a weathered flagpole giving way, Lucia crumbles to one knee. Yo, what? Her warmth dissipates at an alarming rate as countless cracks and corrosion marks spread across her frame. Oh, dude, what? Her once indomitable form within the Hetero Tower now disintegrates, mirroring the collapse of the tower itself, falling apart in a mere moment. Lucia! Well. You quickly stand your hand towards her, but the mere effort of lifting her shattering arm has drained what little strength she has left. Seeing this, you waste no time grabbing her hand, doing your best to help steady her body. Here, lean on me. At that moment, her exposed Omega Core visibly dims before your eyes, beginning to break apart. Oh, you instinctively reach out, trying to catch the falling fragments, only to see them dissolve into nothingness at your fingertips. Oh, yo, what? What's going on? You struggle to lift Lucia's immobilized body, searching frantically for a way to help her. Your eyes dart around, panic rising, when suddenly you notice it. Something else is wrong, something off about the world around you. Endless ruins sprawl across a vast wasteland. Crimson specks drift through the dusty air like embers burning through a curtain, searing a painful reality into your eyes. Oh, yo, what? This landscape is nothing like what you've seen before. The readings on your virus detector fluctuate wildly before setting at an impossibly high level. What is this place? Doesn't matter where... Oh shit, yo, what? Yo, what? Yo, what? Yo, this is actually insane. What? Are we in like a wrong future or something? Like, what? She clutches onto you like a drowning person grasping at driftwood, forcing herself to stand once more. Her battle-worn Pyro katana flickers like a candle in the wind, yet remains planted in the ground. Using it as support, Lucia pushes away from your help and staggers forward. Like a drowning person clawing in their way out of death's grips, just as she once rose from the red tide after witnessing your death. Have to leave now. The punishing concentration here is too high, and the mega core is... Right, let's go. Hang in there, we'll find you help. Yeah, it'll be fine. Lucia turns back to look at you, her eyes carrying a feeble smile, but this attempt at encouragement only makes her gaze unbearable to witness. Anxiety ferments into panic, drumming wildly in your heart. Can we really find help now? What if you end up in a desolate time or world, and the Hetero Tower's ongoing collapse makes it impossible for you to return? Damn. A warning from the past echoes in your ears once again. The strange doubts you once felt now tear mercilessly at your heart. How did it come to this? Is it because of the Hetero Tower? The strain on the pyroath frame? Oh, yo, what? It shouldn't be like this. As if sensing your inner turmoil, Lucia raises her trembling hand and gently pats your shoulder. Commandant. Must get out of here. She manages 2 more steps before halting, desperately using her weapon as a crutch. Her weapon as a crutch. Lean on me. Lucia nods, though she's supposed to rely on you for support. She keeps pushing you forward instead. She would never let you remain in danger, no matter what the cost might be. A sharp pain twists in your chest as the metallic taste of blood spreads through your mouth. Back then, you left the core with Lucia to prevent her from getting lost in the fog, and forced Vonnegut to use their bridge to cross dreams to get her out. Out of the few choices available, you chose the path with most promise. Yet why did everything still turn out like this? Oh damn, yo, this ain't good. Oh bro, damn. Wow. Yeah, goddamn. Time flows differently inside the Enver Hetero Tower compared to outside. That shining glimmer of hope dissolves like a mirage, crumbling into nothingness. God damn. The time inside the tower. Oh, so it's catching up to her. Despite the pyro's frame's perfection, it cannot possibly endure the ceaseless battles and the relentless strain on the Omega Core. After emerging from the fog, her apparent enormously wasn't genuine. The repercussions were merely postponed by the Hetero Tower and the core. Once you left the Hetero Tower, you hadn't left the Hetero Tower this entire time once you left the Hetero Tower. Oh, damn. Without realizing it, Lucia gradually falls behind you. She's clearly preparing to guard the rear, yet her hand continues to push you forward, step by step. Lucia. Let me help you. The force from your back disappears, though it was already barely noticeable to begin with. Lucia lowers her hand, her fingertips trailing down from your spine to your waist, finally finding their place to rest. Once more she holds up your palm, this time grasping your hand with all her remaining strength. With her damaged frame, she struggles to close that small distance between you returning to your side. Damn. You promise? Let's go together until we find help, until you're safe. Damn. Let's go together, you and I. Alright. Supporting each other, Lucia and you begin your long trek through the desolate ruins. A dying construct on one side, a slightly wounded but corrupted human on the other. You call out and search, trudging through endless stretches of wreckage, only to find no signs of life. Oh, damn. From noon until nightfall you walk, stealing brief moments of rest as you lean on each other, then press on under the bright moonlight until dawn breaks anew. It's a blessing to have her by her side, and just as it is for her to have you by hers. Alone, neither of you would surely perish. However, Lucia's remaining energy drains away with each hopeless step. She grows ever more silent, her gaze always fixed on either on the path ahead or on you. All that remains for her seems to be endless torment, wounds that won't heal, an agony that never ceases. As long as she maintains consciousness, every moment becomes another suffering to endure. You've asked Lucia several times if she wants to shut down her pain module. Damn. Her answer remains unchanged, a firm refusal. She needs the pain to maintain her sense of self. To reduce the strain on your consciousness that it's connected to hers. Damn, alright, damn. This is getting real grim, bro. Wow. God damn. With her frame beyond repair, any disturbance in her mind now would only exacerbate the situation. Lucia strives not to become a burden, while all you can do is cling to this faint glimmer of hope to keep moving forward. Damn. Following broken road signs, you stumble into a desolate town. There might be something useful here, or we might find survivors. She nods silently, and thus you begin another round of searching. Your wounded body aches with exhaustion, legs nearly numb in the bitter wind. Yet the unrelenting pain in your chest drives you onward. Hey, and the music as well. Really, the music really adds to it, not gonna lie. You search through countless abandoned homes, defeating the hetero creatures prowling nearby, and creep forward through the wandering shadows. Yet all that you have discovered is futile: expired canned food, deteriorating electronic components, and depleted vials of serum. Damn. It's not until you pass through the town center and enter a hospital that you finally stumble upon a communications transceiver. Okay. Bzz, bzz. To all survivors who can receive this transmission, the punishing virus is spreading across the surface. Your current location is not safe. Contact the nearest base or support force unit without delay. If you're unable to switch frequencies, transmit 3 short, 3 long, and 3 short signals on this channel. Personnel monitoring this frequency will pinpoint your location as soon as possible. Repeat to all. Alright. After the 10th attempt to receive the frequency, the broadcast disappears. This is Emma Copperfield of the Arctic Route Union Support Force. We have located your position. Please remain safe and conserve your stamina. Repeat, this is Emma Copperfield. Oh, Emma. Oh, Emma. Aw. Lucia manages a weak smile, as if resigned to an inescapable cycle of fate. This is not our ending. Well, at least we found rescue. Rays of sunlight pierce through the floating dusk, bathing her silhouette in a gentle glow. Damn, alright. Watching the drifting motes, Lucia breaks into a gentle smile and turns to look at you. Commandant. Yeah? I'm so happy to be with you. Aww. Yeah, I feel the same. So stop talking like you're saying goodbye. Damn. A Spore Force's vehicle comes to a stop beside the town. The woman from your dream appears before you as promised, immediately performing emergency inspection and maintenance on Lucia. How's it going? This is no good. The Omega Core overload is irreversible. We must replace her frame immediately. Does she have any old frames left? There's no time for a new compatibility adjustment. Asimov should have kept the plume frame. Asimov. Where is he? Oh? Tell me! He's gone. Oh shit, yo. Emma lowers her head and begins recounting the events of the past years. Yo, what? What? What did you say? I couldn't believe you and Lucia would return either, but yes. 30 years have passed since you've entered the Hetero Tower. Oh, yo. Look. She tears a scrap of notice paper, once used to wrap her box of trinkets, and passes it to you. Yo, 30 years passed? Yo. Every word on this yellowed paper is familiar, but the reality they piece together is impossible to accept. The first 3 years after your departure were manageable, but by the 5th year, the Heterozone crisis finally erupted. Over these 30 years, humanity's front lines have shrunk time and time again. Now the Arctic Joint Route stands as the last bastion on the surface. What about Babylonia? Is Grey Raven still around? She shakes her head sorrowfully. Damn. Babylonia has left Earth's orbit, venturing into space to search for a new home. Oh, yo. Grey Raven, Lee and Liv have boarded a starship bound for deep space. They wanted to fulfill that dream of finding humanity's future. Grey Raven's shared dream. Yo. I'll let Vanessa answer any remaining questions you might have. Vanessa, she's still around? Yeah, she's one of the few who chose to stay behind. Emma taps a few times on her terminal, and a figure slowly materializes on the screen before everyone. Oh, yo? Oh, yo? Huh. Damn, so that's Vanessa in the future? God damn, okay. Wow, well damn. Updated model, okay. Your eyes meet, and silence falls between you. Though her appearance differs greatly from your memories, those familiar features unmistakably reveal her identity. It's been too long. This greeting comes 30 years late, Noctis. I thought this time you were finally dead for real. Damn. Unexpectedly, her voice catches with emotion. Luna said you would definitely come back. Luna? Yeah, in times like these, we can't keep the Arctic Joint route running without her. I see. I'll ask about all that later. Do you know where Lucia's plume frame is stored? Her megacore is severely damaged. She has to switch back to her old frame. The plume frame? What about the people and the equipment that can maintain constructs? There's one right in front of you, Emma. But she specifically said we need to find the plume frame. Vanessa! Be quiet for a moment. I'm looking for someone who can answer your questions. Him. Vanessa raises her hand suddenly, and through the blurry image, mechanical structures are faintly visible within. Your hand? Oh, that's ancient history. When Egret went through another big crisis, I was the only one who survived. After that, I became a construct. Oh, damn. Now I'm the captain of Scarab. You became a construct? God damn, okay. Scarab, where's Valeria? She's gone. I'll tell you about it another time. Vanessa sits down, relentlessly brushing the hair near her ears. Listen, we have two options, but both are long shots. Go ahead. First option, come back to that ground joint union with Emma. All the personnel and equipment for construct maintenance are here. Well, given the current surface conditions, it'll take at least 14 days to get here. Can Lucia hold out that long? You cast a questioning look at Emma, but she shakes her head. Damn. Vanessa's words hook you into like a grapple, draining away every ounce of your strength. You slump back against the chair instinctively. Never did you imagine there would come a day when even forming words would feel this arduous. Damn. What's the other option? Find the plume frame. As soon as those words are spoken, the communication device suddenly crackles to life. I found it. Emma needs to drive 2,614 kilometers east to reach the old base. Alright. Asimov left the plume frame at the base before he left, but... Just what? Let Rosa finish. Rosa? The girl in the video feed now inhabits a construct body. Gone is the naive, reckless youth from your memories. In her place stands someone markedly more distant. The warehouse containing the plume frame, along with the entire base, was submerged by the red tide. The evacuation was rushed, and although we had teams sent over to recover resources after the red tide receded, there was no sign of the plume frame. Want to try your luck there? Oh, damn. What do you think? This is our only option. Can I have Emma's assistance for now? Naturally. Damn, alright. Emma nods in response. Aw. Get in, we're running short on time. Alright. Like a drowned person clinging to driftwood, you help Lucia climb into Emma's rescue vehicle. Aw. Good luck to you. Thanks. Noctis? You lift your head in a daze, meeting Vanessa's gaze filled with inscrutable emotions. Anyway, welcome back. Damn. With those words, Vanessa disconnects from the channel, leaving Rosa alone on the comm line. Damn. Rosa. Also AEO with Vanessa? I'm here, Commandant. Tell me what's happened over these years. Okay. Damn. Looking through the window, you watch the wasteland rushing past on both sides. Amid Rose's crisp voice, information about the base and past events flood into your mind. We repaired the rifts caused by the Hetero Tower. After watching both Lucia and you enter the tower at the unchanged date, he and Liv tried to enter it themselves, but all their attempts proved futile. Despite the absence of the core, the tormented agent within the Hetero Tower had adamantly refused to allow anyone entry. Only Croman wants you to remain in the Strikehawk now. Kamu disappeared during an investigation mission, and Kamu went to search for him. Neither of them ever returned. I'm assuming that means... I'm assuming that's actually meant to say Kamui. Cerberus managed to evacuate safely. Murray passed away from illness, and Dark Ares volunteered for a rearguard mission during the retreat, only to be completely wiped out. Now only Scarab and members of the support force remain at the base. Damn. Your attention begins to drift, your eyelids growing heavy. The scenery outside the window starts to blur. Lucia. Her hand is growing cold. Just a little longer. Sure. Amidst your prayer-like whisper, darkness offers its long-awaited embrace. Damn. Well, damn. Okay. Wow. This chapter, man, just wow. This chapter has been amazing, dude. Wow. Holy. Like, goddamn. Damn, things are really looking grim, man. To end this chapter, dude. Wow. Well, damn. I'm guessing Celestial's still sleeping, huh? Guess Celestial's still asleep, eh? Damn. She must have been. She must have been in a deep sleep, eh? Damn. But yeah. But yeah, man, this chapter has been great so far, dude. This chapter has just been great so far, man. I love it. Yeah, wow. Man, and just the aftermath of Vonnegut's fight, man, just wow. It's just been wow. I'm loving how we're getting the repercussions of it as well, but yeah. The repercussions of Vonnegut's fight, yeah, just wow. Alright. Okay. Yo. Alright then, I think with that said, let's continue with the final one we have for today. So yeah, final node, let's go. In the first light. Let's do it. The vehicle races through endless wastelands and ruins, carrying everyone aboard for 3 days and nights without rest. Alright. See if we can find this plume frame. Throughout the journey, all three of you have barely uttered any words. Only the roar of the engine and the endless stream of passing scenery fill your senses. You keep picking up the pulsing hetero tower core from the bumpy seat, wanting to confirm that this one possibility still exists, yet hoping that everything before your eyes is just a haunting nightmare. Time and again, you reach for Lucia's hand to check for warmth between your fingers, and as always, she responds by gently caressing your hand in return. But her fading warmth serves as a constant warning. Time slips away with the setting sun, and the long night looms ahead. How much longer will it take? 4 hours. Having been asked the same question countless times, Eva offers no further response. Almost there. As darkness devours the sky, the only hope that might exist for at your destination pulls taut like a handmaid's rope, leaving you uncertain whether what awaits is salvation or a death sentence. Damn, alright. The vehicle turns left, entering a street that resembles those in the clean zone. The desolation and the prowling hello creatures on both sides tear away at what should have been familiar, letting despair rust away at your heart. As if the despair isn't crushing enough, the supply vehicle suddenly begins to shake and emits eerie sounds. Hold on tight, it's hetero creatures. Oh damn. Emma grips the steering wheel tightly, trying to break through the hetero creature's territory. However, the noise of the vehicle checks the notice of those godless monsters as they begin their relentless pursuit. Oh damn. I'll cover you. Commandant. Stay seated. You open the window and ignore the thick, punishing virus that floods in and fire several rapid shots at the hetero creatures lunging towards you. Damn, alright. Behind us! Insectoid hetero creatures executing suicidal dives from the skies above. You persist in aiming and firing, releasing your pent-up fury with each muzzle flash until these repulsive insects erupt into splashes of fluid that merge into darkness, swallowed ground, too feeble to continue to pursue. Damn, alright. Damn, the commanding going crazy. This brief turmoil splits the night's veil before drowning in the endless wasteland as silence once again blankets the scarred earth. Hi, Renala. Welcome to chat. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Renala C. Welcome to chat. Welcome, welcome. Hi, welcome. Welcome to chat. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to chat. Welcome to stream. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it, Renala. How are you doing today? But yeah, thanks for dropping by. As you can currently see, we're currently reading the story for PGR right now. But yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough for now.
Rhinalak just followed.
Thank you, Rhinalak. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And fair enough that you would get addicted, yeah. And you picked a good time to start playing as well. You very much picked a good time to start playing as well, Rhinalak C. As well. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you're glad. You definitely picked a good time to start playing, considering the Punching Grey Raven and Devil May Cry 5 collaboration is coming up soon. So definitely picked a good time to start. That's for sure. I hope you continue to enjoy the game as well. But yeah, we're currently doing some of the story right now. We're actually currently doing chapter 30. So spoilers, by the way, if you don't care about spoilers. Ah, yes. Nice. Yep, very popular character. I could definitely say that. Crimson Weave is very much a popular character. That's for sure. Yeah, you get there someday, for real. I know you will. I believe in you. I believe that you will. Just stick through it, I would say. Just stick through it. And you'll get there. But yeah. Thank you so much for joining the stream and stuff. But yeah. And just so quick introduction to myself, if you don't know who I am, if you've never met me before. Yeah, the story does get really crazy, Rhinalak. But yeah, quick introduction to myself if you've never really met me before. But I'm Not Just Curious, your Catboy Assassin for Cyberpunk Future, who's also a singer and is at your service. And yeah, I do YouTube stuff as well. By the way, I also create videos and stuff, and I also sing and stuff. So yeah, that's me. That's me as a vtuber. That's just a quick introduction of me. But yeah. But thank you again for coming by in the chat and hanging with us here. Yeah, the story does get crazy, Rhinalak. Yeah, it does. Agreed. There's a brief turmoil splits the night's veil before drowning in the endless wasteland as silence once again blankets the scarred earth. The vehicle's roar becomes the only echo at this moment. The fleeting opportunity to vent your frustration fades away, leaving the weight in your heart unlifted. But yeah, let's I really do appreciate you stopping by, and I hope you enjoy me narrating this story as well. I hope you stick around for me narrating this story. But yeah, let's keep going and continue reading this story. Thanks, Rhinalak. I appreciate it. The vehicle's roar becomes the only echo at this moment. The fleeting opportunity to vent your frustration fades away, leaving the weight in your heart unlifted. The headlights push back the darkness ahead, like a wanderer stepping into the long night with nothing but a feeble torch. As the vehicle jolts along, your hand holding the gun drops once more, disappearing into the pitch-black shadows. How much longer will it take? 3 hours, but... What's wrong? Before she can finish her sentence, the supply vehicle's peculiar noise is intensifying. Then, amidst a deafening metallic screech, the vehicle is forced into a violent tremor before gradually grinding to a halt. Oh, damn. Emma immediately jumps out to inspect the vehicle, desperately trying to salvage whatever she can. But the engine failure renders all her emergency repairs futile. The last mechanical whimper fades away, leaving behind a terrifying silence. Oh damn, that ain't good. Yikes. This is bad. I've already lost a set of repair tools on my way over. The base isn't too far away. Let's go there on foot. It's already dark, and walking is too dangerous. With your wounds, you'll soon get corrupted. There's no danger to worry about. The argument lasts only a brief moment before Emma's shoulders slump in resignation, her will to protest fading away. Commander, I'll go with you. Stay here. Emma and I will look for her. We'll be right back. Damn. Don't worry about me. I promise you, I'll come back with the plume frame. I promise, I'll be back. Aw. Sure. Her voice strains with helplessness as she quietly closes her eyes. I'll wait for you. Under the rising moon, Emma and you reach your destination in the early hours. With a detector in hand, you begin your painstaking search under the emergency lights. Okay. You search through every possible location, from the most promising armory to the surface combat preparation room. From desk-covered personnel lounges to the base's assembly hall. Each round of searching yields nothing but hollow emptiness. Damn. All around you, the ruins stretch out in lead and gray, lead and gray, the coldness cutting to the bone. Your fists clench so tightly that your nails almost pierce through the gloves. Rising once more from the scattered rubble, you glance back to see the sky revealing the first hints of dawn. Any luck on your end? Emma. Emma, who had left to search for supplies, had returned without your notice. Her empty hands tell you to answer the unspoken. Damn. Are there any areas you haven't searched yet? She stares at her terminal in silence for a moment. Rosa has sent a new analysis map. There's still 2 locations worth checking. Let's go. You dust off your palms and walk past Emma, turning toward the direction she's pointing. Grab a bite on the way. She hands you a compressed biscuit. Thanks. Despite having no appetite, even when eating has turned into torture, reason compels you to replenish the energy required to press on. We're rushing toward your destination, grappling with each swallow. The name Emma just mentioned abruptly springs to mind. Rosa. Your anxiety throughout this journey has made you overlook this matter. Why is Rosa on the surface? Shouldn't she be with Asimov? Well... She came down in secret before they set sail and missed her transport back because of it. Damn, okay. What for? I heard that she was seeking revenge for her parents. Her family died during Project Winter. After finding clues about the Ascendant who triggered it, she did everything she could to return to the surface. What now? She succeeded by killing that Ascendant. Unbelievable, isn't it? She was still human then, and so young. But after that, she seemed deeply traumatized and fell into depression for a long time. Even after her recovery, she wasn't quite the same person anymore. She isn't as reckless as before, having become quieter, more rational too, to better survive on the surface. Built herself a frame and became a construct. Vanessa once joked that she's like the spiritual reincarnation of Asimov now. But I think it's just Rosa showing her true self at last. Sure. You can definitely ask a question, Renalek. Go ahead. So what happened to Asimov? Emma shakes her head. The last I heard of him, he was gravely ill, then he left with the others. Damn. 30 years have passed in the blink of an eye. People are gone. Times have changed. Nothing stays the same. No, you shouldn't know. You should know. You will not, actually. No, Renalek. You will not lose this portion. It'll only... Basically, it's a main story chapter, so it'll basically stay unlocked forever. It'll basically be there in the game forever, but it'll only be locked until you complete the chapters before it, essentially. Chapter 33, yeah. This is chapter 31, so basically chapter 33, 30... So basically this basically applies to all the chapters and all the stories in the game. All of the stories, like, that are very much like this. Okay, middle of chapter 13, then, like... Yeah, okay, yeah. It's like... Okay, cool. That's nice. I hope you're enjoying the story up to that point, Renalek. But yeah, to basically explain it, you will effectively... You won't lose it per se, but it will become locked. And you'll basically... Nice. I'm glad you love it, Renalek. I'm glad you love the story. But to basically put in summary, the chapters will all the chapters will still be there. Like all of the main story chapters, all of the interludes, all of the, you know, extended records and all that stuff. All of that. They'll effectively still all be in the game, but you'll have to complete the previous chapter, essentially in order to unlock it, in order to read it. So basically you have to go like in order, essentially. You have to read in order, basically, in order to unlock the next story chapter, and then the next one, and the next one. Like this chapter, I know is a main story. Yeah, definitely not a problem. So yeah. I hope that answers your question clearly, Renalek. I hope I explained that well enough. But yeah. Thank you so much for the question. And I hope I was able to answer and help you out with it. No problem. I'm glad you're happy, Renalek. Is Rosa now in charge of technology like Asimov was? Let's continue the story then. Yeah. Yeah, she's a genuine prodigy. If only we could have made it back to the Arctic Route Union in time. With Rosa there, maybe something could have been done for Lucia. But there are no ifs. Among the many wounds this arduous journey has etched upon your heart, one that keeps being reopened in these words are, there are no ifs. We're almost there. Rays of sunlight pierce through the thick clouds, casting down threads of light that were meant to illuminate the earth. Under these rays' watchful gaze, you step into your new destination. This used to be an event venue. Isla had visited here several times before. Rosa thought the frame might be here? Yes, it was infested with hetero creatures a few years ago, and compared to other places, this area hasn't been thoroughly searched yet. She calmly describes how the base has been picked clean, leaving nothing behind. Alright, let's search quickly while the sun is up. The two of you throw yourselves into another fruitless search. Damn. Refusing to accept the detective's readings, you push past the dilapidated stage, searching every corner one by one. You push open the door to the reception hall where gatherings were once held, desperately searching through remnants of past warmth, praying for the faintest glimmer of hope. Nothing. There's absolutely nothing left here. Damn. This is grim. Only upon entering the WGA's last lounge did you finally discover an unopened box behind a large broken hibernation pod. Filled with hope, yet prepared for disappointment. You forcibly break open the box's combination lock and are greeted by the sight of something perfectly sealed. A coating? Just as you're about to close the box in disappointment, you notice Lucia's name written on the coating component case. Damn, alright. You pick up the case and activate the preview, revealing a drawing signed by Isla before your eyes. Oh, that's the coding. Hiya! A message from the past streams forward alongside the preview. The WGAA directed a request from Celica to design a ceremonial dress for Lucia's medal ceremony. Oh, wow. Isla's cheerful voice crackles through the static, warmed by the passage of time. Everyone was working at breakneck speed to get themselves ready for when you're back. And this is the one that won the vote. What do you think? Pretty nice, right? Aww. You can hear her twirling her pen in the recording. Since it's for a formal occasion, I've included the venue design in the preview as well. I can't wait to see her in this new coating. Aww. The message and preview fade back into the component case, leaving only the dust-covered room in silent mockery. Damn. Clutching the coating component case, you walk through the sunset glow as it reclaims the earth. You search every empty corner until your heart glows just as hollow. Did you find anything? Emma shakes her head again, a gesture that has been repeated countless times in this same conversation. Let's go back. Sure. When you step out of the sealed room once more, the bright moon has already climbed back to the treetops. Just as you're about to head back, staggering footsteps echoing from a distant street reach your ears. At the edge of your vision, a battle-scarred figure leans heavily on her weapon, desperately searching for any sign of you. Commandant! Oh shit, yo? She calls out with a weak voice, stumbling through the ruins in her desperate search. Commandant! Lucia! You rush to her side and catch her exhausted body, worn down by strain. Oh damn. Why didn't you wait in the car? You were gone for so long. I was worried. I was really worried. I'm fine. It just took me longer than expected. Wow. Man. She refrains from asking about the outcome of the search. The items you bear speak everything she needs to know. As long as you're safe. She gently releases her embrace. Where do we go from here? Should you head to the Underground Union or return to the Hedor Tower for another attempt? Words catch in your throat. No matter which side is picked, you know that futility and death are the only certain things. I found this. You hand her the case of coding components. This is the coding the WJA prepared for you. Remember, Liv mentioned it before we left. I heard Miss Isla and the World Government Association of Art have come up with a bunch of new coding designs. When you get back, let's go see them together. Aww. Oh, yeah, aww. Kind of like that summer, right? I remember. Aw, the art. I love the painted look to this art, man. Wow. Oh, dude, I love the painted look to this art, man. Wow. She clutches the coding component case tightly against her chest, as if trying to contain all churning emotions within. Aw. Aw, that's cute. Why did you put on this coating, Lucia? Sure. Aw. Agreed. Renalic, agreed. They are. I agree. They are amazing. Agreed. Agreed, Renalic. I agree. They are amazing. For real. But yeah. You part your ways with Emma, who leaves to search for repair tools. When the two of you finally return to the vehicle, it was always 5 in the morning. The winter sunrise is still hours away, while a lone icy moon looms high in the night sky, its frigid glow casting an unyielding frost over the silent streets below. According to the initial estimate, Lucia only has 1 hour left. Damn. On the way back, you're filled with desperate thoughts of other possible ways to get help. But despite all attempts and struggles, no solution presents itself. If that's how it must be, these last moments should be spent giving her a proper farewell. Hey, Frostclaw, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. Welcome. Hey, welcome to the stream, Frostclaw. Welcome. I'm good. How are you, Frostclaw? But yeah, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Because I'm doing well, Frostclaw. Sharing the same thoughts, Lucia turns around in the moonlight and gives you a gentle smile. Aw. Well, let's end it here. Let it end here. As you could probably... yes, I have been, yes. And as you can probably see, we're currently reading through the story right now. As well. So, we're currently at the last story node of the story. So, yeah. We're currently at the finale, So, yeah. But yeah, if you enjoy me narrating story, I hope you stick around. Ah, nice. Yes. Yes, welcome. Yes, Devil May Cry community member. Welcome to the game. Welcome to the PGR community. I appreciate you. Stopping by. And definitely welcome and hope you enjoy this game. You definitely picked a good time to start playing it. That's for sure. How did the...
Frost_Claw just followed.
Thank you so much for follow, Frostclaw. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But, yeah. To answer your question on how the collab works, essentially, this is a gacha game, so you have to gain currency, premium currency, which you can get by in-game, doing in-game activities, to pull for the characters, aka Dante and Virgil. And also Dante is free, so yeah. And also, there will also be themed events and a story tied with it as well. So, yeah. That's usually how PGR events and collabs work around here. There's usually themed events, like themed event modes and a themed story, as well as gacha. And just playing, and just overall the units as well. Being Dante and Virgil. And you also have to pull their weapons, so yeah. But yeah, that's in general what you should in general expect from the Devil May DMC collab. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's hard to get them, no. Because this game very much values... Yeah, you can definitely get them if you start playing today. Or relatively today or this week, or you can definitely get them now if you start playing now. Because they should be arriving around August for global, at least. For the global servers, at least. We anticipate that around August. September, August-ish. So you should definitely have enough to pull for Virgil and Dante. Because Virgil will be discounted as well. And it's very easy to get the currency you need to pull for Dante and Virgil as well. As this game very much rewards playing daily and doing weeklies and doing events and stuff. So yeah. I hope that answers the question, Frostclaw. But yeah. And also Renalic, you're also a person that was introduced to PGR from Wuthering Waves. Okay, that's cool. Definitely welcome to the PGR side of of the Kuro Games fandom, for sure, Renalic. And I'm glad you were able to decided to give this game a try, because I've been playing PGR for a long time, and no problem, Frostclaw, no problem. And this game does have co-op, Frostclaw, it does, but the co-op isn't exactly particularly mandatory. It's very much just like, it's nothing like too crazy, I would say. People don't really do it much around in this game, to be honest. It's nothing of too much of consequence, really. It's nothing anything of consequence, honestly, Frostclaw. But yeah, no problem. But yeah, I hope you stick around, but I hope you enjoy your time, and I hope you stick around the stream as well, of me reading the story as well. But yeah, and quick introduction to myself, if you don't mind. Oh yeah, I should also introduce myself as well. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, quick introduction myself, Frostclaw. I'm not just Curios, your catboy assassin from Cyberpunk Future, is also a singer and is at your service. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you stick around as well. But yeah, the aspect I like of the game, Frostclaw, I would say it would be the story, honestly. Both the combat and the story. The combat is really, really good. I love it. It's very, very good, man. It's just so, so good. But the story is what really has kept me around, honestly. Which is what I'm doing right now. Which is reading the current story. The most, I guess, story right now. And also, yeah, fair enough, Renalic. Yeah. Definitely a fair criticism and a common criticism, Renalic, of the first chapters are very hard to get through, I would say. But yeah. Yes, and also the music as well. Yes. Definitely the music, yes. Agreed, Renalic. And if you wanted... definitely the music is definitely something to stick around for as well. If you love EDM / orchestral music as well. More of that type of sound. Nice. Yeah, fair enough, Renalic, fair enough. Fair enough for Genshin. I can definitely see why it would put someone to sleep. Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, I definitely would recommend just diving into and just getting invested in the story for real, Frostclaw. Oh, your answer about co-op. My answer, yeah. So basically, Frostclaw, basically the co-op in this game isn't really anything of consequence, I would say. It's more so no one really does it in this game, I'll be honest. No one really does co-op, really. It isn't really anything of consequence as of now in this game, honestly. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Pretty bare bone, I would say. Yeah, agreed, Renalic. But yeah, again, back to the music of this game, which is one of my favorite aspects. Oh, hey, welcome, Celestial. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Yeah, I'm glad you're able to drop in, but yeah. And I hope you get better soon, Celestial. This game has been out for, I believe on Chinese server, it's been around 4 years, 4 or 5 years now, I believe. 4.5 years almost, I believe. But on global, it's been out for like, close to 4 years now, I would say. We're getting close to 4 years on global now, I would say. Yeah. It is kind of, yeah. It's kind of new, but like in gacha game, in gacha game terms, it is relatively old, I would say. It's a relatively old game. But yeah. Yeah, it's interesting it's not that popular, yeah. Yeah, I would say it's more, I'll be honest, I feel like the reason why it's not exactly too popular is mainly due to marketing of the game, and as well as the first few chapters are very, very rough and very much turns away a lot of people, I feel. Yeah, fair enough, Celestial. Yeah, true, fair. Yeah, also, there's also that point, but yeah. Also, again, to come back to the point about the music as well, being one of my favorite aspects, I would say is just one of the best aspects of this game, honestly. And honestly, if you want to know what I think about the music, I actually have done reactions to the music of this game on YouTube as well, which you can check out if you feel so inclined to check it out on my YouTube. My reactions to the music and what I think from a singer's perspective as well. My thoughts from a singer's perspective of music in video games as well. So if you're ever curious about my thoughts about that, feel free to go and check out my YouTube. Sorry for the shameless plug. But yeah. Yeah, definitely, yeah. I very much agreed with that, Celestial Goddess. Definitely agreed. But yeah, sorry for the shameless plug there. But yeah. I also actually recently did a cover as well. If you feel so inclined to check it out on my YouTube as well. So yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for coming by. And I hope you enjoy your ride here in Punishing Grey Raven Frostclaw. I hope that all answers your questions and stuff like that. And I hope you stick by the stream as well. And watch me read the rest of the story if you're so inclined to. Listen to me narrating it as well. But yeah. But yeah. So yeah, welcome back to the stream, Celestial. Welcome again. But yeah, as you can probably see, we're currently in the middle of a story. We're currently actually on the last story node of this chapter, actually, Celestial. So yeah. To quickly bring you... So, Celestial, to quickly bring you up to speed. What happened was... we woke up from the wounds of Vonnegut, and we found another way, essentially, of defeating Cradle. And we basically talked a lot about, you know, parallel worlds and universes with Vonnegut and stuff. And then we defeated Cradle. We went back into the tower, defeated Cradle. And then, and basically, we gave the core to Chaos, so she can become Agent Zero temporarily, and we were able to save Lucia from the fog as well, and yeah, basically we fought Vonnegut, and which was an epic boss fight as well. We fought Vonnegut, and also we killed Cradle as well. we were able to end Cradle, like the vessel of Cradle. No, actually, we're not in the time loop anymore. Actually, we were able to defeat Vonnegut as well, and theoretically kill, I would say. And Chaos is now the new Agent Zero, basically. And basically and Vonnegut basically got wrecked by the punishing spikes and all that. So, and then we basically left the Hetero Tower. And yeah. And now, after we've left the tower, we've basically left the Hetero Tower, and it's basically been 30 years after we first entered the tower. So basically, we're currently in our current timeline is just like 30 years ahead, basically. We're now basically technically 30 years in the future, essentially. Where we're stuck in that tower. Yeah. Yeah, definitely looks good for real. So basically, we're 30 years into the future where basically everything went to crap while us and Lucia, us the commandant and Lucia were in the tower. And yeah, basically Babylonia left the atmosphere, left Earth to find a new home. And we're here with the remaining survivors who stayed, which include the support force, Veronica, the former Egret commandant, that little short-haired lady, who now actually got a new body and became Construct, Rosa, Asimov's little assistant, who now became grown up, Emmer Copperfield, and the rest of the support force and stuff. And we also learned that because of the Hetero Zone's reawakening and wreaking havoc, we learned that that humanity had to retreat to the last... Yeah, pretty much, yeah. It's basically 30 years old, yeah. So basically, humanity had to retreat back to the Arctic Route Union. And that is basically humanity's last stronghold on Earth, on the surface. And also, we learned that Grey Raven also left as well, left to deep space, aka Lee and Liv left for deep space to fulfill our dream, Grey Raven's shared dream of, you know. And also, we also learned some of the fates of Shrikehawk as well, being that, as well as the fates of everybody else as well that we know, which was everyone in Dark Ares is dead, I'm pretty sure. Only Wanshi and Chrome are still around for Shrikehawk. And Kamui and Kamu are kind of MIA at the moment, but they're still technically alive as far as we know. And Luna's still around and helping us out as well. Luna is very much still around and helping us as well. And also, Rosa apparently killed the person who was behind Project Winter as well. The Ascendant that was behind Project Winter as well. But yeah, as far I may be forgetting something, but yeah. And also right now we found and also due to the damage that Lucia, due to the battle that Lucia had to go through in the fog of Yeah, Project Winter for now is taken care of, yeah. And for now, also remember the battle that Lucia went through in the fog? Basically, after we left the Hetero Tower, all of that hit, all of her wounds and stuff like that hit her all at once. And basically, her mega thing, her mega core and her frame basically disintegrated. So, yeah. She basically, after we left the Hetero Tower, all the damage hit her all at once, basically. So now we're currently on the search for her plume frame. Her old frame, which is the plume frame. So we're currently on the search for that. And while we're searching for that, and also tools to fix our car, rescue vehicle, we found a new coating for Lucia made by Isla in the WGAA, which was meant for as a formal dress. Yeah, you should, yes. Yeah, new coating for real Celestial. And Renalic, yes, you should see the reason why they changed frames, yes. And also, yeah, new coating for real. And this coating was effectively made as like a formal dress by Isla for like her, for like when we were supposed to return as like a medal ceremony type of dress that she's supposed to wear. But yeah, but considering what happened in the future in Babylonia leaving, that exactly isn't exactly going well. So yeah. But yeah, here we are. But yeah, that's effectively how we're up to speed right now. But yeah. So yeah, let's continue. Let it end here. Though the coating conceals all the cracks in her frame, her figure threatens to dissipate into the night breeze at any moment. No problem. No problem, Celestial. I hope you enjoyed my recap. But yeah. The one who has always been there whenever you look back, who has never left no matter what happens, is now slowly fading away. If time could turn back to the day of departure, what choice would you make? Seek help from more people, but back then only you and Lucia could enter the Inverhetero Tower. Act more cautiously, the traps within the Hetero Tower and the chaos contamination spreading alongside Agent Zero are far beyond what mere caution can handle. Working with Vonnegut earlier to eliminate Agent Zero, the successor would only bring about the same problems. It's like a cursed cycle. To fix past mistakes, the Hetero Tower must be used, but using it only creates new problems. In this endless loop of pain, everything fades into nothingness, leaving only the vast expanse of stars behind. Do you remember what happened before we left? Of course. She tries to pull you back from the distant past, but your thoughts spiral into another round of torment. The space inside the Hetero Tower isn't particularly large, at least that's how it felt to me. Every faction's assessment warned of potential dangers in the Hetero Tower, but none thought that venturing inside would evolve into such a protracted ordeal. Damn, alright. But regardless, you have to watch out for potential dangers. None expect the Hetero Tower itself to undergo such dramatic changes. If only we'd known before leaving that the Hetero Tower was like a giant Rubik's Cube, continuously shifting with each twist and combination. Would I have been able to keep you safe? Yeah, Luna is definitely different, yes. Luna is definitely different, Renalic, yes. Although I will not spoil that, considering she does very much get a frame upgrade. And that will be explained in a future chapter, so... And I don't want to spoil you, Renalic, so I will not explain it for now. So unless you want to, so you can discover it for yourself. So yeah. Also, please no spoilers and, you know, teasing and backseating and stuff. But yeah. Don't worry, I will not. You still remember her tears that never stopped. Not since that first time she held your blood-covered body in her arms. Was that when she made up her mind to prevent such suffering from ever happening again, no matter the cost? That the more the two of you give your all, the deeper you become entangled in that cursed cycle. Well, good night then, Renalic. I hope you enjoyed my stream. Thank you, Renalic, and I hope you enjoyed my stream, and I hope you join for future streams as well, because we will be streaming Wuthering Waves, the new 2.3 patch as well of Wuthering Waves on Wednesday at 3 p.m. EST as well. So I hope you swing by again and help join me as well. Yeah. No problem. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And also, quick thing, if you want to know when I go live and upload videos and stuff, when I go live next, the best place to know would be to join my Discord, which you can access by typing in the chat !Discord. I'm currently in AA. I'm actually in NA, Renac. But yeah, if you want to know when I upload videos on YouTube and go live on Twitch, you can definitely join the Discord, which is definitely and generally the best place to know when I go live next. So yeah, definitely can and also access it by typing !Discord in the chat right now. So yeah. But yeah, enough of shilling from me. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your night. No problem. Renalik, enjoy the rest of your night. Yeah, let's keep going. Did you know how this would end all along? Did you know from the start that making changes in the Hetero Tower would cost you your life no matter what? When you look back now, the time behind you is already strewn in the mountains of lifeless bodies and oceans of blood. Alright. Lucia falls silent for a moment, then nods. But I still believe in miracles. I believe that sacrifice isn't the answer to everything. Even if this outcome was inevitable, at least we have tried everything possible. Aw, I love that expression, man. Regardless, we have found the seed of a miracle. No one's ever managed to take the Hetero Tower's core outside in such a safe form, right? But what about you? A miracle will come, but what about you? Where will you be? Please forgive me. I'll have to stay in the past for now. But you will press on, far beyond, until you reach the place where everyone can be brought back. Liv, Lee, and the other companions, our other companions, they didn't leave Earth because they abandoned it. They left to look for hope in places far beyond, to look for you. When that time comes, if you still want to come find me. Aww. Of course I will. Ever since we first met, I've grown used to having you always by my side. I've grown used to this squad of mine. Over these years of missions and battles, I've seen you badly wounded time and time again. I parted ways with you, and found you back again. Aw. Even though every member of Grey Raven has endured their fair share of such pain, we will never yield to it. So I'm sure we'll meet again. Grey Raven will come together again as one. Now, no matter how far I must go, I will not give up. I will not accept an ending like this one. I know. Lucia smiles, her voice growing softer with each word. Yeah, agreed, Celestial. Oh, the art for real, Celestial. Definitely. I'm loving the art for real. Yeah, agreed, Celestial, agreed. But yeah, the art was... I love the art, like how it flashes back through all of the eras of all the eras of Grey Raven and what Grey Raven has been through as a squad. But yeah, great stuff, man. Yeah, definitely what they went through together, Celestial. But yeah. Lucia smiles, her voice growing softer with each word. You know, before I met you, I kept asking myself, where should I go? For me, the crucial part of that question wasn't where, but I. Because I am me. I felt lost about where to go next. I am Lucia, but I'm only a replica of her. I am Grey Raven's captain, but back then, the old Grey Raven had no choice but to name itself. I'm Luna's sister, yet how can I claim to be her sister while I'm standing against her? The blanks in my memories don't give me blind confidence. They only left me with an unshakable sense of confusion and discord. Where should I go? What identity should I continue with? When they look at me, who are they really reaching out for? If I hadn't met you, I would have remained lost forever. I'm glad there are no ifs in this situation. Aww. You found me, not for Lucia's combat abilities, but for who I was standing before you. You saw the heart that belonged to me alone. After that, we formed the New Grey Raven, met Liv and Lee. I found a place to call home. Together, we tackled countless missions and accomplishments, one after another. And so all these days and nights, years and seasons, wounds and tears, love and regrets we have shared, they can all belong to me alone. Aww. I can move forward as my unique self, the me that I've come to accept. Because of that, because of you, I've become who I am today. I'll never regret paying this price. A future without you is meaningless, and a future that doesn't align with our vision of peace is even more futile. So please, don't blame yourself once I'm gone. It's not because we made the wrong choice. I promise you, I won't blame myself, and I won't give up. Then we will surely meet again. Oh damn, what? Remember the 4-leaf clover we folded together before setting out? Yeah, agreed, Celestial. She is Celestial. She is one of the best, for real. She is. But yeah. Lucia reaches out, placing the paper 4-leaf clover as she kept close to her in your hand. In return, you hand back to Lucia the voice recorder you've carried with you all along. Commander, every failure has its meaning. We obtained the seeds of a miracle. From here on, we'll surely find a miracle that belongs to this world, and to us. She places her hand on her chest and gives you a salute. Commander, I'm so happy to have walked this long path with you. Meeting you is the luckiest thing that has ever happened to me. Thank you, really, thank you so much. I'm the one who should say thank you. Oh, yo, the art, y'all. Oh, dude, the art. As the morning sun rises, you take the paper 4-leaf clover and pin it to Lucia's chest. Yeah, whoa, for real, Celestial. Damn. Yeah, agreed, Celestial, agreed. Agreed. Lucia, you're my miracle. You are the world's... You're my miracle. Aww. Thank you, Commander. Thank you. She keeps reading these words until her voice grows too weak to speak. Let's sit down together. Oh, I love that the 4-leaf clover is now on her chest now, too. Take her cold hand and sit down together with her beside the vehicle. The morning sun rises above the horizon, gradually illuminating the desolate land. You lean against each other in the cold wind, locking eyes. There's so much you want to say. Yeah, agreed, Celestial. It is a great detail, for real. Say, yet neither of you speaks a word. Time to say goodbye draws near. Despite her best efforts to stay upright, her body slowly begins to collapse. Aww. The time to say goodbye draws near. Soon she will fade into the light of dawn. If you don't speak now, you lose even the chance to say goodbye. Commandant. Aw. Your suffering at the Hetero Tower is over. I believe better days will come, and from now on, you'll be safe and sound. I hope all your wishes come true. Please take care of yourself, for that sake. Words come out strained, as if even after long deliberation, she can't find the right things to say. All she can manage are these stilted words of wishes in place of her proper farewell. But my only wish is to have the power to keep you with me. Don't worry, you'll see many familiar faces that are at the Arctic Route Union. This isn't the Hetero Tower. You won't be alone and helpless anymore. Even without me by your side, Commandant, I'll know you'll be fine. Don't say goodbye with those distant hopes. You've long known how I feel about you. Huh. But I still don't know how to say goodbye to you. At a time like this, what should I say? What words could possibly... Oh, yeah, all for real, Celestial. I don't know, because all I want to say is don't leave me. Don't leave me like this. Oh, eh? Ayo? Ayo? Your words are cut short by her kiss. Ayo? Ayo? Why? Ayo? Yeah, it is cute for real, Celestial. Oh, oh, yes, oh, for real. Oh, finally. Aww. You get okay, fine. Yeah, for real, Celestial, for real. And also, that is the only time you'll get that blush. That's the only time you'll get that blush emo expression, okay? But yeah, aw, dude. Oh yeah, thank you, Celestial. Thank you, Celestial. Appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, aw, this is cute. Hey, canonical kiss. Let's go. But yeah, let's go. First canonical kiss in Punishing Grey Raven. The first canonical kiss. Let's go. A kiss as gentle as a breeze and just as fleeting. Yeah, agreed, Celestial. We get to see it for real. We get to see it for real, Celestial. And so, as if expelling all the pent-up emotions as agonizing as a torn wound, you hold Lucia tightly, desperately seeking proof of her existence within this kiss. A faint taste of vital fluid lingers in your mouth, coming from wounds hidden beneath her coating. But yeah, Commandant definitely got that Riz for real. Commandant definitely got that Riz for real. Definitely got that Riz for real. A faint taste of vital fluid lingers in your mouth, coming from wounds hidden beneath her coating. Why did it still come to this? Why must this be the only ending? These questions hammer at your heart as the pain threatens to tear your chest and mind apart. The tighter you hold her, the more you feel her once fiery warmth slipping through your fingers, fading into nothingness. Before her breath stops, she breaks away from the kiss, mustering what little strength she has left to cling on to you. Commandant, Noctis. I think I finally understand why I couldn't find the right words to say goodbye. Having stood by your side for so long, I've forgotten that some words needed to be said out loud. Of course, if you don't want to respond, please don't feel pressure to do so. You mean more to me, more than anyone in the world. Commandant, I love you. Aw. Hey, first confession! Canonical and confession, let's go! I just can't bring myself to part ways with you like this. How can I forgive myself for leaving you here all alone? Yeah, love for real, Celestial. Bound by this soul deep regret, Lucia leans against your shoulder as her eyes slowly close. I don't want it all to end here. Me neither. Holding your gradually slumping body, you slowly begin to speak of the plans you made before setting out. I wish we could go see how the sapling we planted has grown. Maybe it's grown so tall by now. Yeah. When the summer comes, let's go to the beach together again, alright? We'll give Froggy's unreleased song to the WJA. Let them play it on stage. Those desserts you wanted to try making, we can make them together. And go to the movies. And how about a walk along the streets? Lucia. She stops answering. Lucia? She will never answer again. Oh shit. No matter what words are spoken, only the echoes of your own voice reverberate back from the lifeless streets. Oh yo, this is only the beginning. Days like these will continue to stretch on. You don't know how long this journey will take before you find a way to make things right. You don't know how much longer you must endure before you can hold these hands in yours once again. Oh yo. To the still body in your arms, you whisper her name time and time again, until the winter wind snatches off the paper four-leaf clover pinned to her chest. Before the wind steals it away, you catch the paper clover you folded together with her, as memories of days long past come rushing back. Lucia, I think I see some writing on that page. Earlier, whenever I had the spare moment while getting used to my frame, I dropped by the library to look for these books you mentioned, Commandant. Whenever I see a passage that moves me, I can't help but jot it down. That's how this new notebook came about. Now this time, warm paper four-leaf clover rests in your palm. When you folded it, you had no idea what words she had written inside. Damn. The faded handwriting slowly comes into view, revealing the final verse of the prologue, Songs of Experience. Damn. Turn away no more. Why wilt thou turn away? The starry floor. The watery shore is given thee till the break of day. Damn. Indeed, the night has waned and dawn is here. But why? Agreed, I am now sad for real. Agreed, Celestia, I'm sad too. Why do you have to leave me first? Damn. Bro, damn. After what feels like an eternity, a travel-worn Emma finally returns to the vehicle with her newfound tools. Is it her imagination? She thinks she hears the sound of crying through the bitter winter wind. As she approaches slowly, she sees the human sitting by the car, cradling Lucia while humming a fragmented, tuneless song. Damn. Depths of the sea, edge of the sky. Builds a rough, warm home. The human's gaze has long since lost focus, wandering somewhere beyond the horizon. Sowing seeds, sprouting life. A weathered piece of paper flutters in the wind. Filled with clovers. Dawn is broken, yet the miracle remains out of reach. Damn. Wow. Shaper's Ripple's Chrysalis. And that's the end. It looks like that is the end of the chapter, man. Wow. Damn. Dog, that's sad, man. Why? Damn. Yeah, agreed, Celestial. Agreed. It was a mix of so many emotions for real. It was a mix of so many emotions for real, for real. Yeah, I agree. I definitely teared up a little bit as well. Definitely teared up a bit as well. Agreed. But yeah. Overall, man, that was a great chapter, man. But also cliffhanger for real. Definitely cliffhanger for real, for real. But yeah. Yeah, true. Definitely agreed, Celestial. Agreed. Agreed. But yeah. Let's run this boss fight back again, though. But yeah, man, this chapter is great, man. I loved it. But yeah, this chapter was just great, man. I loved it, dude. Yeah, get her. Also, boss fight time. But yeah, everything was great about this chapter, man. I loved it. I love Shaper's Ripples, man. Yeah, agreed. For real, Celestial. Need some fighting for real. Yep, time to kick some butt for real. And try to get the achievements for real.
Gather Sunblade.
徒劳。
Raven's Light. Severed Knight. Let
Hey, let's go.
想到新的解决方法。
Beyond the Mist and the Abyss.
好，
Yes. Gather Sunblade.
徒劳。
Let the Lotus bloom.
God damn it. Nay, let's go. Boom.
And the Abyss.
Come on.
Gather Sunblade. Raven's Light. Severed Knight. Let the Lotus bloom. Yes. Beyond the Mist and the Abyss.
Nice.
Gather Sunblade.
坠入我们朽烂的噩梦吧。只有誓言，什么也改变不了。你只是在
God
重
damn it,
蹈
really?
覆辙。梦中人如何回避梦魇？
Damn it, really, bro.
没事，我还能坚持。
Gather Sunblade. Raven's Light. Severed Knight. Let the Lotus bloom.
Ah, yes, here we go. Enter the pursuit, please. Let's do it. Let's go. Pursuit time. Pursuit time. Let's go.
失败了无数次之后，我做出了这个计划。它确实会造成牺牲，可若不是如此，后果只会更加惨烈。
我绝不允许你把计划建立在我们的牺牲之上。
All right, let's go. Let's keep going.
我们的目的本该相同，
即使我们的敌人相同，要到达的未来也不一样。
Come on.
比起一定会成功的计划，
无论要承受多少代价，都会坚守誓言。
Hey, let's go. Come on. Oh, do the pass, man.
做个了结了。Gather Sunblade.
Got him. Nice. Got the ult off that time. Nice. Yeah, woohoo for real, Celestial. Ah, yes, that is him without the mask, by the way. That's what he actually looks like without the mask, huh?
Sunblade.
他是无人的根源，必须被消除。
Nice, yeah.
出来！要依据他，还能再出来。
Nice.
去吧，寻找新未来。
You fall back first. Rise and fly high. Raven's Light. Severed Knight.
God
决
damn
心
it.
中空无一物。
Gather Sunblade. Let the lotus bloom. Beyond the mist.
Boom.
And the abyss.
风暴尚未停歇，
没事，我还能坚持。
God damn it, really?
Gather Sunblade. Raven's Light. Severed. Let the lotus bloom. Beyond the mist.
Boom.
And the abyss.
那些失败已被焚毁，不要重蹈。
没事，我还能坚持。
God damn it, really? Bro, I parried that shit. What the hell?
Sunblade. Let the lotus bloom. Yeah. Yeah. Beyond the
Nice. Nuke him. But yeah, that's what happened. Damn. Really? God damn it. No achievement? Damn it. Whatever. Whatever. I'll do it off stream. Whatever. But yeah, that's it. That is it. That's the boss fight. But yeah, overall, man, fun times all around. But yeah, I think this is where I'm gonna stream here for today. I had lots of fun. I had lots of fun, man. Lots of fun. But yeah. Man, this was just such a great story, man. This has been such a great story. Yeah, have a good rest, Celestial. I also will thank you, again, thank you so much for the support for 1,000 subscribers. And also, if you ever want to listen, nice. Appreciate it, Celestial. I appreciate it. But yeah, if you ever want to listen to my cover of Resounding Storm again, from PGR, it's on my YouTube, so it's currently up on my YouTube. So feel free to go there, show some love, and rewatch it if you ever feel so inclined to listen to it again. Thanks, Celestial. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, I also have a new Honkai Star Rail reaction coming out in like less than 20 minutes. So yeah, there's also that. So yeah, coming out in less than 20 minutes. But yeah, I will be streaming again on Wednesday. As I said before, I will be streaming again on Wednesday at 3 p.m. EST, where we will be streaming Wuwa 2.3. And yeah, 3 p.m. EST. And yeah, hope to see you guys again. And also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm trying to become more active on Twitter as well. Yeah, Wuwa for real. But yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but yeah, I'm trying to become more active on Twitter as well. So, you know, I hope you're able to see my tweets. You know, hope you all will be able to see my tweets every now and again. But yeah, yeah, thanks, Celestial. Appreciate it. But yeah, definitely trying to become more active on Twitter. Yeah, fair enough, Celestial. Fair. But yeah. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I had so much fun with this stream. And I hope to continue the story of PGR sooner or later. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed, please drop a like on the stream. And also, if you like the stream, be sure to drop a like. And let me know what you thought of the stream down in the comments below. And also, be sure to drop a subscribe and a follow. And yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching. Remember to stay humble, be kind people, and see you guys later.